Look, welcome to what, Avery?
The Jason Coleman Show.
Yeah, we are live with a gospel concert today. Avery, you ready to roll?
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll let you go play, and then I'll play a few songs, and we'll get him back up in a few minutes. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're live from our living room once again for episode number 89, Gospel Piano Classics. And that's where I'm going to start today with the one that's been requested by the most of you for this gospel concert today. And it's great gospel truth. It's great is thy faithfulness. Y'all come on in. Yeah, right out of the gate, let me give you one more for you here, requested by Millie Norenberg. Asked for this, and many of you I'm sure know it as well. How about To God Be the Glory? that's how we get things started here on our Gospel Classics episode of the Jason Coleman Show. Welcome, everybody. If you are just jumping in, I know it's hard to hit it right on the money here especially when we're coming to you live, but we are live right now from our living room, just as we have been now for 89 episodes and more than 3 years. Just this past week, Natalie, Avery, can y'all believe we have hit the 3-year anniversary of our Sunday shows? We started this back March 20-something in 2020, just as the world had first sort of shut down at the start of the pandemic. We started broadcasting here on a Sunday afternoon just like this. Set up the camera, played a few of the songs you asked for, and had no idea what was ahead, of course. But here we are 3 years later, mostly on the other side of things, and we're thankful for that, and thankful for really what's come of all of that mess, in that we have built a family and a community with all of you who have tuned in so faithfully. Some of you for 3 years, some of you for even before that were following my music and in tune with our family. And some of y'all, I think, are here probably for the first time here today on a Sunday, or have come across us just here in recent weeks. So however you got here, welcome to our show. You know, here on Sundays, every episode is a different piano concert. Every episode, I'm playing our piano here at home in that slip note style made famous by my granddad, piano legend Floyd Cramer. That style never gets old. It seems to suit pretty much every kind of song that I ever try to play. And I know that his music meant a lot to many of you through the years. And so it's just a pleasure and an honor for me to get to do my part to keep it alive here on our Sundays. And you know, some Sundays we are recorded ahead of time, and we have a nice little packaged show for you with lots of cameras and everything. And then some Sundays here, we're coming to you truly live, and that's what we're doing right now. In fact, I like hopping over here and checking on the computer to just see who's watching. We got a good crew already. You can watch our shows, by the way, on Sundays on Facebook or on YouTube. It's the same thing either way, whatever works best for your device or for your screen or whatever you're watching on right now. So I know we got a good crowd over here on Facebook. Hey, how y'all doing? Thanks for tuning in over on YouTube. There you are on YouTube. So that's me right here. Hi, YouTube. And then let's hop over to Facebook too and see how we're doing. Oh, got a good crowd on Facebook. Thank you, Kevin, always on the sharing. Yeah, if you're watching right now, we'd love for you to comment, to tell us where you're watching from. It's always fun for us to get to see how our Sunday shows are reaching not just across the country, but around the world. And so make sure to pop in and say hello. If it's one of your first times to tune in here, make sure to introduce yourself and say hi, and maybe how you came across us. And then here on Facebook, hey there, thanks for watching today. There we are. Avery's back here tracking all the countries, and Natalie too. So however you got here, thanks for tuning in today. Make sure to comment, make sure to like, make sure to share the videos, and buckle up, because we have a lot of great gospel songs in store. And many of these today are songs that you all have asked for, as I asked through the weeks, what are your favorite songs? And so let's keep going with some of your requests here. This is one requested by Karen Briggs and Pat Friddle, and it's one really of my favorites too, and a lot of my family. I know my aunt Diane enjoys this song too, and has always meant a lot. So how about a little bit of In the Garden, just for all of you today. Let's see. we go. Okay, thanks everybody. Again, our Gospel Classics episode live here on the Jason Coleman Show. Now, some of the songs you all have asked for, I'm going to decide to see if I can hammer out some of the words for you. I've got the microphone here, and we'll see if we can do some singing for you here today. And this next one is one that I do love the words, and I've done it a couple of times on our supporter nights, which I'll talk to you about here in just a moment, our extra little live stream concerts for all you supporters, requested by our good friend, well, a couple of you actually. Charlotte Skinner asked for this one, and Miss Ruthie as well, Ruthie Kaliansky, who watches with Mr. Johnny about every single week here. And if I can get this set up here, I'll sing this one for you. Let's see. Let me get the microphone on. Okay, I think it's on now. There we go. So this one is a beautiful song I'll sing for Miss Ruthie and Miss Charlotte. It's called He. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Check 1, 2. There we are. Okay, I think we're going. Got quite the operation here. Too many microphones. Let's see.
He can turn the tides and calm the angry sea. He alone decides who writes a symphony. He lights every star that makes our darkness bright. He keeps watch all through each long and lonely night. He still finds the time to hear a child's first prayer. Saint or sinner, call and always find him there. Though it makes him sad to see the way we live, he'll always say, I forgive. He can grant a wish or make a dream come true. He can paint the clouds and turn the gray to blue. He alone knows where to find the rainbow's end. He alone can see what lies beyond the bend. And he can touch a tree and turn the leaves to gold. He knows every lie that you and I've told. Though it makes him sad to see the way we live, he'll always say, I forgive.
Yeah, what a song. I love getting to share that. It's not one that I really knew a whole lot before you all introduced me to it. So thank you to Miss Ruthie and Charlotte for asking for that. Great song. Well, these are some good ones today. Let's see. Let's do, I'll play a couple of more here and then maybe do some more singing. I'll sort of hop back and forth between different ones. Now, I mentioned our supporter night. Oh, let me get that over here, out of the way here. So I know a lot of you have jumped on board and been watching our show for a long time, and we're proud to have many of you as our supporters as well. Our supporter family is the best way that you can really keep these shows going. You know, we can't have done this now for 3 years and 89 episodes, 89 without all of your support. And you can sign up to join our supporter family for a few dollars a month, and it helps us keep things going. And as a bonus for all of you who have supported us, we have once a month our live request night. We call it our supporter night, and it's coming up this Tuesday. If you're watching this live right now, it's going to be Tuesday, March 28th at 7 o'clock Central Time, where we invite you back here to our living room, and it's a concert made up entirely of your requests that I'm playing for you live, and Natalie and Avery jump in as well. So for all of you who are supporters who are watching now, and there's a bunch of you I know, make sure to jump in here again on Tuesday night for our supporter night. And if you've not yet joined our supporter family, you know, it's a great way to support our music, but it's also just a lot of fun to be a part of. We have our own Facebook group. We can talk with each other and interact with each other and have fun, and lots of behind the scenes extras and goodies. And so it really is sort of a two-way street. You all support us, we support you, we're all supporting each other, and music is the way that sort of connects it all possible. So you can sign up to be part of our supporter family on my website, jasoncolemanmusic.com/join, and you can see the details there. Sign up online and jump in with us here for our supporter night this coming Tuesday. You'll hear, like I said, I've done that song before on supporter nights, and it's a whole lineup of what you want to hear me play. So we'll see you Tuesday. But in the meantime, we got more songs here for you today as well. Let me do a couple of more hymns here that were requested by some of you. How about right now, Cynthia Brazil asked for this one, and it's one that I remember singing. A lot of these I remember singing and growing up in the church, singing or playing when I had my brief stint at age 15 as our church pianist. So some of these go way back for me, like this one. It's called Wonderful Grace of Jesus. This one's for you, Cynthia. Let's see. Great. That's the one that always you have to have the men and the women split apart and then come back together. So I was trying to weave my hands around there. That's a great one. Wonderful Grace of Jesus. That does what takes me back many years, probably many of you as well. I hear from lots of you too. You'll comment along the way. Some of y'all might be commenting today that these are good sing-alongs for you too, whether you're watching live or when you go back and replay these shows too. You know, when I'm not singing, it's your turn to sing, and so many of you probably have the words embedded in your memories for many years now. So I can hear you. I can hear you. Hop on in and sing along with these. That'll be for this next one as well, requested by Dawn Moore. Dawn, thanks for asking for this. Great old hymn. I think I've recorded this one and many of them. I think Natalie might be linking some of the links here for the albums, but it's a good old song called When We All Get to Heaven. What a day of rejoicing that will be. Yeah, great. I think I actually meant to do those two in a medley. I started the song and thought, oh, wait a minute, here we are. So, two great old hymns for you there. Thanks for asking for those. I mentioned too, by the way, if you didn't already know, of course, you can go back and watch all of our previous episodes here of the Jason Coleman Show from the past 3 years. They're all still available. So if you, or if you want to go back and watch the beginning of this show, if you hopped in late, you can do that anytime for free on demand to watch any previous episodes from all these years. On Facebook, if you're watching, you can search for the videos there. On YouTube, just search for Jason Coleman and you'll see all the lineup there. They're all in a row. Well, really the best spot is my website, jasoncolemanmusic.com, and click on the link to the Jason Coleman Show there, and you'll see it's a full page. It's got them all the way, number 1 through number 89 today, and it'll have beyond that too. You can go back and see every single show has been different. Every single one's been a lot of fun, and you can go watch anytime all of our previous shows. We got a whole bunch of them. If you're just jumping in here relatively recently, you got a lot to catch up on, and we're still going to be bringing you more and more, especially now that we have sort of turned the page on our little travel season. We'll talk a little bit about our travels here in just a little bit that we've just gotten back from. So now we're sort of fully back in Sunday show mode, and we got a lot more great ones coming here in the weeks and months ahead as we're marching through this next year. Let's see, I'm looking at my list here and seeing what's next in the lineup. Okay, let's do this one requested by Miss Bess Parks, and it's one. It's funny, I really haven't played this a whole lot until this past week. I was looking through the songs and was getting ready to roll and thought, well, I'll try my hand at this and see what I can do with it. Of course, it's something that we all probably know and we've heard this many times, but I'll play for you now for Bess. It's the Lord's Prayer. Let's see. you go. That's not bad. Hey, I see a couple of requests that are coming in here today. I'll see if I can hop on a couple of them. Robert Gray, I know you watch just about every week here on Sundays, and asked if I could play this song in honor of his mom, who passed away 6 years ago. So Robert, I'll play this one just for you here today, and thanks for watching and for your support. And it's one that I think probably means a lot to many people here as well. Here's a little bit of How Great Thou Art, just for you. That's as good as it gets right there, folks. So thanks, Robert, for asking for that one. Oh, and I can't resist. Miss Vernell, it's been a while since I played this one for you, so I'll do a little bit. I see your request coming in here today for a song that I love and my family loves, my mom and dad especially love, because I know it was their song from their wedding. A great hymn called Morning Has Broken. That's a great one. Thank you, Vernell. Though you probably say, I wish you would have sang it, and I'll sing it for you sometime too. But there you go. Play it for you here today on our Gospel Classics live episode here of the Jason Coleman Show. By the way, how's our sound doing out there? How's the piano sounding to you all? You know, since this year we've had one of our new episodes since we've redone the piano. Our friends over at AMO Pianos here outside of Nashville have reworked all the innards, all the guts of the piano, and it is playing and feeling great to me. We've got some new microphones here, a new little addition to our setup as we're always improving and tinkering and making it, trying to make it as good as we can make it. So hopefully it's all coming through loud and clear, and as it feels great to me. I tell you, it feels the best that it's felt in a long time to get to play, and these songs are all just sparkling. They're shining like jazz hands shining. So it's a lot of fun. Hopefully you're feeling it just like I am here today as we are live. Let's see. I'll do one or two more. I'm going to do one more here, and then we might invite our special guest performer up for a song or two, and then I'll finish out with a few more here before we wrap up our time today. Let's see. I'll do one more that I'm going to sing for you here. I'll get this microphone. This is one, actually, our buddy Kevin asked for this one and mentioned this song, and it's one that I had not thought of in years and years, but it's one that I had heard sung at our church growing up all through my childhood, and it's such an awesome song, and I never have really actually tried to play it or sing it until I was getting ready for this show, and thought I'd give it a go. So thank you, Kevin, for reminding me of this next one. Gotta hydrate. See, when we're live, when we do our pre-recorded shows, you never get to see me take my water breaks because I can always cut those. Gotta hydrate. It's very important, right, Avery? Yes. Okay. So, Kevin, this one's for you and for everyone. It's called "In the Presence of Jehovah." Let's get the microphone on here. All right.
In and out of situations that tug a war at me. All day long I struggle for the answers that I need. But then I come into His presence. Answers become clear, and for that sacred moment, no doubts can interfere. In the presence of Jehovah, God Almighty, Prince of Peace, troubles vanish, hearts are mended in the presence of the King. Through His love, the Lord provided a place for us to rest, a place to find the answers in the hour of of distress. Now there's never any reason for you to give up in despair. Just slip away and breathe his name. He will surely meet you there. In the presence of Jehovah, God Almighty, Prince of Peace, troubles vanish, hearts are mended in the presence of the King. Troubles vanish, hearts are mended in the presence of the King. In the presence of the King. I do love that song.
There we go. Thanks, Kevin. Hope that one reached out right there to touch you and many of you who are jumping in today. Thank you all for being a part. That's what it's about right there. Okay. Is it time? Now, as always, he is very busy back there, but I think he's ready to go. He's been working on some activities that I think some of y'all might have sent him or gifted him. So he has stayed very busy. Has the snack bowl already been?
Long ago.
Yeah, it was vanquished long ago. So he is ready to roll, I believe. Is he ready?
It's ready.
He's waiting for his cue, as always, which is great. So, you ready, bud? Would you please make welcome Mr. Avery Cramer Coleman? Woo, 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 woo. Look, there we are, right there. Say, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Cough it up. Say, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
How you doing, Avery? What you been up to over there?
I was doing some Mario stickers.
Mario stickers. Whoa. This kid is all about Super Mario. Is Mario your very favorite? Mm-hmm. Hey, what's your favorite Mario character, Avery?
Lakitu.
Lakitu. Oh, the little guy who floats in the clouds and throws the spinies, right? Mm-hmm. Every day in our house, and this has been going on for weeks now, Avery, first thing in the morning, assigns us to be Mario friends. So each one of us during the day has, I'm not Jason, she's not Natalie, he's not Avery. We're a different Mario friend. Who are we today, Avery?
Today I am Luigi.
Ooh.
Today Daddy is Waluigi.
Waluigi.
And Mommy is Princess Daisy.
Princess Daisy, wow. So every day is different. If you check in on us, you have to see which Mario friends we are. So, kid loves it. His daddy did too. Always have loved Mario. So, but we're not here for Mario, Avery. We are here for some music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Avery and I have, I think, 2 songs in store for you here today. And up first, we're going to do something a little bit different. So Avery at his piano lessons has been learning, to read the notes and all of the great things. He's still loving the piano lessons. Hey, bud. How you doing?
Good.
Good. He also had...
Likes to snuggle.
I know, I'm all about the snuggle. He also had 2 birthday parties yesterday to go to, so we are still a little hungover from all the partying. But, that would sound bad if it wasn't a 5-year-old we were talking about. Right, out of context. So, at the start of many of his piano lessons with his teacher, he does something that we have started doing here at home too, and that is to make up his very own song. So, Avery, I thought that for our friends today who are watching, we could make up a song. That means Avery's going to play whatever he wants to play, and I'm going to sort of play along with him, and we'll just make up a song right on the spot. Does that sound good to everybody? Sounds good to us, right? So I asked Avery earlier, what should the name of this new song be today? And do you remember what the name of the song was that we decided, or that you decided?
Blue sky, white clouds, and green trees.
So that's the name of our song, Blue Skies, White Clouds, and Green Trees. Are you ready to play it, Avery?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what key is it going to be in?
C.
Okay, so you start playing.
E, and G.
Okay, you start playing and I'll just jump in and we'll see what happens. An Avery original. Avery, that was a beautiful song. High five for that one, dude.
Beautiful.
Did you just make that up all by yourself? Are you proud?
Yeah.
You should be proud. You should be proud. You should be proud. Hey, what was the name of that? One more time so all of our friends can remember it when it's on your first album one day. What's the name of the song?
Blue skies, white clouds,
And
green trees.
I think it describes our day outside right now and our beautiful spring weather. Oh, Avery, that was awesome, dude. I love it. That's really fun. Okay, one more song. And what is the second song we're going to play for our Gospel Piano Classics episode today, Avery? Do you remember what we're going to play? It's called...
Jesus loves me.
Oh, that would make my heart very happy. You want to do it? Okay, remember we're going to do the first verse.
Where's the microphone?
It's right here. Oh, you don't even need that big microphone. Say, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Whoa, that's probably really loud. Yep, it's right here. That's all we need. We have upgraded, dude. Okay, so, you ready?
Yeah.
You're going to do the first verse with these fingers?
Yeah.
And the second verse a little higher with these fingers? Okay, let's do it. All right. Is that your first note? Okay. Here we go. Good job, Avery. Wow, take a bow. No, over here, over here. Take a bow. Woo-wee. Good job, bud. That was awesome. How about it for Mr. Avery Cramer Coleman? Woo-wee. Did y'all notice we had a compromise because he learned that song before we started doing his piano lesson, so he learned it with these two fingers. But you know, at our piano lessons, we're trying to learn to use all of our fingers. So we did the first verse with these two, second verse with all of them, and had a lot of fun. So how about it, Mr. Avery Cramer Coleman, entering our 4th year of our Sunday shows together. If y'all hadn't gone back and watched, you got about 89 episodes worth of Avery to catch up on too. So we're continuing that little musical journey. Okay, folks, golly, our time goes fast. So let me get a couple of more here that I had on my list, and then we'll probably wrap up for today. But remember, we will be continued with more for our supporter family here on Tuesday night. For our supporter night, if you're not yet a member of our supporter family, you can sign up to support us and enjoy all the music at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. But for now, let me do just a couple of more here before we sign off for today. Starting with, let's see, I had this one ready to roll here, requested by a couple of you. Beverly Kinda asked for this, as well as Elaine Rodriguez. And this is one, boy, this takes me back to so many of these I haven't heard or whatever in a lot of years. And this was one of those songs that's called "No One Ever Cared for Me Like Jesus." Let's see. All right, another great gospel classic for you here. And let me do one more before we start to round things out. And this one is one that I see just came in here today with a special dedication asked by Cheryl Young, who's watching, and I know watches a bunch. So she has a request for her brother who passed in 2016 and her mama passed in 2015. Both in December, and she says she knows it's not Christmas right now. It's not. It's springtime outside, but their favorite hymn was a great Christmas hymn. So you know, why not? I'll just play for you this beautiful hymn called "Beautiful Star of Bethlehem" for you, Cheryl, in honor of your brother and your mother. Here we go. Let's see. What key is it in? Here we go. Oh, what a day it's been. Hey, thank you, Cheryl. I hope that brings back some sweet, maybe bittersweet, but some sweet memories of your loved ones there. And I hope that's the case for a lot of the songs I played for you here today. As always here on our show, it's for us, music and family and memories all go hand in hand, and I know that's the same for many of you as well. So hopefully our music today has just made everybody feel a little better about our days and about our weeks, and gives us some energy and inspiration to move into the next week here as well. That's how we feel, and how y'all made us feel now for the past 3 years, going into our 4th year of the Jason Coleman Show. So a few reminders before we wrap things up here, and before we'll get Natalie and Avery up to say goodbye here one more time before we go. But remember, this Tuesday night is our supporter night. If you've never been a part, now is the time to sign up and join. We are looking for to gain a lot more of our supporters here, part of our family. We were excited to have seen it grow over the last nearly 3 years, and really here recently, it's a lot of you have signed on to support, and our show really is made possible because of you, and it has been since the beginning. We were able to offer these shows for free for everyone, and not just our Sunday shows, but I post a song of the day every morning, and all those performances and all the thought and energy that goes into everything that we do with you here online is made possible by our supporters. And so we thank all of you who have signed on to support our show. And if you've been enjoying the show and our music for a long time, we hope that you will jump on board with us and become a supporter and make it official. And when you do that, you get to be a part of our supporter night this Tuesday right here. We'll be live once again. Avery will have more in store. Natalie might even have something in store. I don't know. We'll see. And I'll have a lot of your songs in store here too. So sign on board. Again, that website is jasoncolemanmusic.com/join, or you can just go to the site and you can see the link there to join our supporter family, and it'll get you on board. And we appreciate all the ways you support and encourage us, many ways, not just by signing on and all the financial stuff, but I mean just seeing your comments and seeing how much these songs mean to you makes it so worthwhile week after week, month after month, and makes us love what we get to do. What else? So this is our second new show here in the last few weeks. We got derailed by some sickness, and then we've been traveling a bunch, but now we're back in the saddle here on Sundays, and so we've got a whole slew of new shows in store for you. Next week, if you're wanting to tune in next Sunday, April the 2nd, we've got a new episode I'm bringing you that'll be all about Hall of Fame country piano, a concert to honor not just my granddad, Floyd Cramer, but also the other great piano players who are part of the Country Music Hall of Fame, like Pig Robbins and Ronnie Millsap, who just celebrated an 80th birthday this past weekend, and Ray Charles, even some Jerry Lee Lewis. So we got some fun things in store for next Sunday. Over the next few weeks, we've got episodes in mind honoring the music of, like, the Eagles, if anybody's an Eagles fan out there. We'll have some of the great countrypolitan hits of the 60s and 70s, that genre of country and pop, that sort of a blend that my granddad was a part of, and lots more. So keep your eyes open for all of the news about our Sunday shows. And you can give to the tip jar there. All the CDs are on my website as well. A lot of the songs you've heard me play today are on some of my gospel albums, and I have that gospel piano song book too. It's a great way to support our music as well. Go to jasonmusicstore.com and you can check those out there. And anything else I need to mention at this point? I don't guess so. Well, why don't we bring Natalie and Avery up here to say howdy and farewell, I guess, for today. We have just been cruising back in town here this past Monday. Got back from our big spring break. I'll turn this around here. You got to get in close here. Look, there she is.
Hello.
And there he is. From our big spring break trip out west, where we got to meet a lot of you in person. It was so awesome. Avery, what 6 states did we visit last week? Do you remember?
We visit Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Utah, and Colorado.
That's right. We had the biggest time. How many nights, Natalie?
10?
10 nights. And how many hotels, Natalie?
9.
9 hotels in 10 nights. So we were just like traveling vagabonds with our suitcases, truly living out of our suitcases. But we had the grandest time, not only getting to perform the concerts there in person, but getting to meet many of you in person as well. It was just such a joy, and y'all have been so sweet to our family and to Avery especially. So Avery, what were some other highlights of your trip? What did we get to see on our big trip, Avery? In California, what did we see?
Lots of hotels.
Lots of hotels, good answer. And what else?
What ocean did we see?
Oh, what ocean?
The Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean. And what kind of trees did you see?
The redwoods.
Whoa, how were the redwoods? Were they short and tiny?
No, they were big and tall.
They were huge and tall. Natalie, what were your highlights of the week?
Oh, just having a good time getting to meet people and having fun with Avery.
That's the most time we spent together, the 3 of us.
I know.
Well, probably since COVID, being locked up here in a long time. Our biggest trip, we had a blast.
We did.
Had a lot of good meals too.
We did have a lot. We ate a lot.
A lot of burgers.
We did.
But that's okay. We had
We did.
a wonderful week, and we'll get back at it out on the road here soon. We got a trip in Texas coming up in the summertime. We'll have more concerts to announce for the fall and beyond here very soon. But in the meantime, we're here on Sundays and on Tuesdays, and having lots of fun. Well, Avery, has it been a good day?
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Wow. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Avery. Thank you, Natalie. And I guess I'll leave you with one last song, right? You want to do With Me, Bud, or you want me to play it? Okay, I'll just play it for you. Thank you all again for watching. We'll see you Tuesday night for supporter night, and we'll see you next Sunday. And I'll sign off, as I always do, with one last song. Thanks again, everybody. Gosh, I'm just looking at the time. Y'all tricked me. You gave me too many good songs. I couldn't stop playing. This, I think, is our longest episode we've ever done here on Sundays. So you're welcome, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in and sticking with us for 70 minutes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, it's been fun, though. It's been wonderful. Thank you all again. Have a great one. We'll see you Tuesday for Supporter Night. We'll see you next Sunday for a new episode that may not be 70 minutes. Sorry, but we'll still have lots of fun. And thanks so much. The Jason Coleman Show is only made possible because of your support. So here are 3 ways you can help us keep the music playing. First, you can check out my CDs and songbooks, including my new Simply Piano albums featuring the best songs from our Sunday shows. They're all available at jasonmusicstore.com. Second, the tip jar is always open at jasoncolemanmusic.com/tip if you'd like to leave a gift. And third, you can join our supporter family. This is a simple way for you to enjoy even more music from my family and me and support what we're doing in an ongoing way. For just $5 a month, supporters get private bonus concerts, behind-the-scenes updates, and a discount on any of my music. It's sort of like a fan club, but to Natalie, Avery, and me, you are more than just fans. You really are family. You can sign up with your card or even with a check in the mail at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. Thanks for all your support, and thank you for watching The Jason Coleman Show.
You're listening to The Jason Coleman Show on WSM Radio.